What up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of WTF. What the flip, or whatever you want to call it. My name is OBJ. I will be your presenter slash host for the episode. And this, and as all other podcasts in the Jazzy Groove Rainy Day podcast family, are brought to you by the Power of Five. And we'll get into it later, but let's get on with the show firstly. And the title of this show is You Don't Know Me, or Delusion in Action Part 3. These types of shows and these types of situations, stuff like that, make me very, very happy to be married. Because I don't want to date. I really don't. The other day I was thinking, if something were to happen and I was single, what would I do? How would I go about my everyday life? And of course, I'd do what I had to do. I'd work, I do my day-to-day stuff like that. But when it came down to dating, nope, nope, wouldn't happen. And the reason why it wouldn't happen is because you broads are crazy. Now, to drive this point home, we're gonna watch a video. Shout out to Myron and Walter from the Fresh and Fit podcast and all the body that works with them. We're gonna drop in on them, and we're gonna listen to what can only be described as a bunch of brain dead chicks. Now I already can hear a lot of women that's out there saying, "Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. How could you talk like that? You don't know about this, that, and the other thing." I don't have to know them. I don't have to know them at all. All I have to do is let them speak for themselves. Now, here we go. We're going to give them a listen. And, let's see what happens.
Why have we never been together? Let's give it a chance. You know what he said? Are you serious?
He was excited.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
Are you
he was.
serious?
Ready.
Tell me that you're not joking. Ecstatic,
Damn.
happy as fuck. So I get what you're saying, but to be honest with you, they'll wait forever.
I promise you not.
Just what I want you.
Okay, proper context. They just went through an exercise where women who thought that it was easy to date a girl was actually attempted to role reverse, and they were the guy and the guy was the girl, and basically they were going to try and pick him up. And there were two girls, and they both failed miserably. And the second girl, Myron had called that he knew it was going to happen because of the way she said she's from. In the very beginning, I'm from Atlanta, this, that, and the other thing. And people here in Atlanta don't know how to act. Not really. They do what works for them. And hey, that's good. Happy for you. More power to you. For the area. Go out of the area trying the same stuff, you're going to fail every single time. A fool from Atlanta wouldn't last a day up north where I'm from in New York. He'd have to change very quickly or he would die alone. Very quickly. And it is that simple. Let's get back to it.
chance.
I
There's no such
promise
thing
you,
as
that shit
platonic
happened. I swear to God, that shit
friendship.
happened
But
to
when
me.
I say I hold out
It
to
does.
this, I'm the issue, and I'm using people for money.
Yeah, of course.
But men
We're-
will wait for forever.
We're not saying to smash your first night. We're just saying in general.
Because men have to give value to be friends with
Yes.
girls. Girls don't have to be valued to
Yeah, no.
to be friends with guys. That's my point.
You just
Women,
want-
And already, not even a minute into the video, the delusion's on display. When did anyone say anything? Oh, actually, no. Let's correct this. Go back a little bit. The reason why both women failed is because of an unspoken but very true point of view from a male's perspective. And Myron even touched on it when he said, men get with women to have sex. He also said that that's pretty much all they're good for because of their inherent value or lack of. And Fresh said pretty much if the overriding goal of any male and female interaction is for the male to have sex. And the girl at the top was like, no, that's not what you said, that's not what you said. That's a given. But you won't think that way if you're not a guy. If you're a girl, there are plenty of reasons why you want to hang out with me. You want to hang out with me because I make you feel good. I make you look good about yourself. This stuff. No. I'm with you to hit it. It is. I can't think of it in any other way than what it is. I am with you because I want to have sex. If I don't want to have sex, I'm not going to be with you. But nobody talks about that. And the other thing that a lot of these women don't understand is that guys in the friend zone will stay there because of the chance, as slim or as slight as it might be, excuse me, they're looking for the chance to hit it. If I just wait out just a little bit more, if I'm there when she needs, man, there it is. If I'm there when she needs me, I will be able to hit it. You'll probably never get there. But that doesn't stop most guys from trying. And women know this. Don't let them let you think otherwise. Women know this. Women know within the first 5 minutes of meeting you whether you're going to hit it or not. And I know this because that's what my wife told me. She knew within the first 5 minutes of our first social activity if I was going to get it or not. It took some time. It wasn't until about the third date before I hit it. And the rest is history. But she knew. Because women are the gatekeepers to sex. And in these days, sex comes before relationships. It used to be the other way around. Feminism destroyed that. You have feminism to thank for the current situation. You can say what you want, you can do what you want, you can think what you want. The truth is the truth. Let's get back to the video.
And give very little. Here's the thing. I'll keep it 1,000. You guys can call me an asshole or whatever the fuck you want to say.
Misogyny.
Men don't get value from women unless they're fucking them, and I'll explain why. A woman can only serve one master. If you're not fucking him, you're not going to do everything in your power to keep him. You get the best out of a female when she's having sex with you and she actually likes you, not when she's platonic friends with you. Yeah. Women are fairly useless in a friendship situation. Sorry, rather be friends with fucking guys that can identify with my problems, because masculine problems versus feminine problems are two different things. Mm-hmm. Women live life on easy mode, especially in 2023. What the fuck do I look like asking a female for her opinion or how she views the world or whatever? I don't go fuck.
Because she may have the experience that you...
Notice the girl in the middle shaking her head. No, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true. And that is because, and we're gonna go back to that in a minute, but that is because she's looking at it from a female's perspective. And in and of itself, there's nothing wrong with that. You look at things through your perspective, through your learned experiences. That goes without saying. But, and there's a huge caveat, but in order to attract and retain your ideal mate, you need to begin to understand how they think. You need to understand how they move. You need to understand what turns them on, what turns them off. The whole kit and caboodle. And I would venture to say most women out there don't have a clue. And again, you don't have to, so that's fine. But there's an opposite side to that. And that's the point that I'm going to keep hammering home. If you don't understand what makes guys move the way they move, then you're not going to get the one that you want, because you have no idea what he likes. You have no idea what he wants. You know what you like. He knows what you like. But you don't have any idea what he likes. You have no idea. One of the nicest things my wife ever did for me is we were dating. And I was working at Radio Shack in New Jersey. And I wasn't driving that day. She was gonna come get me and take me back home. And when she came, she's like, I got something for you. And she handed it to me. I'm like, what is it? She's like, open it and find out. I opened it. It was a huge poster of Patrick Ewing. Now, at the time, I was a huge Patrick Ewing fan. Still am. And a huge New York Knicks fan. I remember the poster. Poster had him dunking, and it's a towering inferno. That's how much it meant to me. I could still, to this day, I can describe to you exactly what the poster looked like. And I thought to myself, I didn't ask her for this. I didn't tell her how much I liked Patrick Ewing. And I like Patrick Ewing because back in the day, I had one of my shirts done, and on the back of the shirt, it had number 33. And to anyone that knows, 33 was Patrick Ewing's number. But she knew this because she took the time, and she never asked me. She observed what I liked. She observed the things that I did. And when the time came, she's like, oh, I think he would like this. I get this for him. I'm like, wow. I don't know what to say. And I say that because she knew what I liked. Or more to the point, she took the time to figure out what I liked. She took the time to understand me. And that is the key to relationships. Guys off rip understand this. Some do it better than others. Some don't do it at all. But all guys understand it. Ask a woman that. You might get an answer, but you probably won't. Let's get back.
You may need to
Bro, what
understand.
experience?
What about the whole
Hold on.
Michelle
What
Obama?
experience?
Like,
What-
the
what-
women
what
supposed to
experience?
be
Women
supporting
that have the
you.
spirit.
What experience?
What do you mean? Building my career, building my life? Like, you don't think that takes hard work too? You don't think
Bro.
that's not easy? That's very not
You're in the
easy
music
for
industry.
me.
Okay. Who's it harder to build a career than in the music industry? As a female or as a male? Exactly.
Well,
You already know the answer. That's why I don't give a fuck about your opinion. The male's experience is way harder to build up in a career. I'm gonna talk to another.
And that right there sums it up. I am a musician. I said I'm a professional musician, yep, but I'm a musician. The difference between male and female performers, let alone, we really don't talk, let's talk more performers and musicians. The major difference is that if you look good, I'll put you down. That's how guys think. If you look good, I'll put you down. If I sex you, that's a bonus. But one way or another, I'm gonna get mine. That's how guys think. That is how they think. If she looks good, I'll put her down. That's why there are so many females out there who can't sing worth a darn. But they look good. And rap made that, solidified that. Because now she doesn't have to sing. She can talk. Can she speak? Yeah. Does she look good? Yeah. I'll put her down. Every day you see this. Every single stinking day you see this. I don't understand why it's so hard to understand for this chick. This chick over here. She's masculine. That's something that they haven't brought up to yet. But she comes across as very masculine. My career, my musician, this, that thing, my, me, me, me. It ain't about you. It's never been about you. But you will know it because guys that are trying to have sex with you make it about you. It ain't about you. Delusion in action. Personally, I feel nobody asked you that. I feel, no, we didn't ask you that either. If a girl looks good, they'll put her down. And because of rap, now she doesn't even have to sing. She can talk her way through it. Shake a little butt, shake a little boob, smile in the camera a lot, and talk your stuff. Don't worry, I got the beats. I'll put those down. I don't even want you to do that. All you got to do is look into the camera or stand in front of this microphone and talk. How disgusting is that? In an ideal world, That wouldn't fly because the girl would be like, wait a minute, no, you're objectifying me. You're objectifying me. I don't want that. So thank you, but no thank you. But no, they see dollar signs. And I got news for you, sister. You can produce all you want. Or you can want to, you ain't going nowhere. This is from one performer to another one. You're not going anywhere. So, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what you're talking about. My father, rest his soul, said one time, it's okay to like what you want, but always have a backup plan. You better have a backup plan, sister. Because your first love ain't happening for you.
Male musician, not a female musician who has it way easier than I do.
Right.
And that's with everything in life, not just music. Everything that men do is way harder than females in general. Life is way harder for men. So what the fuck do I look like talking to a girl and sharing life experience when I can't benefit from it?
Because my experience is hard too.
I mean,
Your
not as
experience
hard.
is hard, but mine is
significantly harder.
too, though.
Significantly
Hard,
harder.
but
But we
way harder.
still both suffer.
I don't get certain opportunities. You might have met some celebrity rappers as a female
I
musician.
haven't.
Well, you be in Miami long enough, you will.
Yeah, you will.
As a male musician, you ain't meeting nobody unless you got a single out.
Right.
That's the difference.
Jeez,
And
fresh.
you know what?
I don't know if he's okay. He's not in the business right now. But I'm gonna tell you, he knows his shit, and that is incredibly true. Just because she is a female, a good-looking female, and let's be honest, she's a good-looking female. But because she's a good-looking female, she's going to have opportunities that a gorgeous guy will probably never have. Classic example, brush it fit themselves. You got a panel full of girls, everyday average girls. Some look better than others, it's true. But they're all everyday people that you see in the streets every day. How many guys do you see on it? And when you, very little, and when you do see a guy on the show, how do you get there? He has to do something. He has to bring something. He has to be something. Like he just said, like Myron just said. The guy, the male rapper has to have a single out, and the single better be doing good. She doesn't have to have a single out yet. She'll meet rappers. A guy better have a hot selling single before he meets anybody. Now again, and I hate saying this. There are always exceptions to the rule. Always. But that doesn't make it so. The exception does not make the rule. I can't make it any easier. Like, there's nothing I can do. If you can't understand what I'm talking about now, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Thanks for playing. Here's your parting gift. Anyway.
What's funny
Okay,
about this
I
too as
got
well?
7
They'll meet
albums
you,
out.
but then they want to smash too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they still want to smash.
You'll at least get in rooms
To
with
the
these
studio.
niggas. As a male musician, you ain't getting in no fucking rooms unless you're somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even close.
You gotta have the talent. You gotta have the drive.
Listen,
Right?
you got onto the podcast. I didn't listen to one of your music, and you still here. So easy, right?
Just
Pow! Right between the eyes. Let's take her versus me. I have a body of work on the internet. I make a little bit of noise. I make some money. I know a couple of celebs. One I know real well, the others uh, in passing. Am I on Fresh and Fit? No. Would I ask to be on Fresh and Fit? No. Why? Simply because I know that I have no definitive proof of concept. I can't prove to them that I know what I'm doing. Do I know what I'm doing? Yes. Am I successful? Yes, to a certain degree. Am I where I want to be? Not even close. You over there in the middle, you don't have to know anything. You're on the show. And as Chris just mentioned, he'd never heard of you. And you're on a podcast. He doesn't know you from a hole in the wall. To quote the great Janet Jackson, he doesn't even know that you're alive. But there you are on the #1 male podcast on the planet. Talking smack out the side of your neck. Is that fair? No. Is it right? No. Is it just? No. Is it kind? No. It's how the world moves, though. And as a male, I have to know, okay, if I want to optimize my chances for success and be the best I can for myself and my family, excuse me, then I got to play the game. And here's something for full transparency. I don't like to play the game. That's probably one of the major reasons why I'm not famous today. I don't like playing the game. I can't stand it. I've never wanted to play this game. And left to my own devices, I probably never will. Does that make me sad? Kind of. Because I know what I do. I know how I'm good at it. And I know that if people actually gave it the listening that they should give it to, I'd be a lot better off. But I don't want to play the game to make that happen. I am painfully aware of what it takes to be successful in the music business today. The fact that I'm not there means I'm not giving it my all. Because to give it my all means I have to make sacrifices that I can no longer make. I've got a family to look out for. One of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life, and I've never told anyone this until today, in 2008, June 4th, 2008 to be precisely, and that's how much I remember this. Well, a couple weeks before, I decided that I was going to move back to America, bring my wife with my wife and child, and we were going to try luck here. Got to the point where we decided that I was going to go. My wife was going to join me later. I think it'd take maybe a month and a half. Got here June 4th. My wife joined me a half year later, December 4th of 2008. And every day, I watched my little guy running and laughing and talking. I had to talk to him through the camera because that's how he saw me. Because that's how he saw me through the TV or through the display, the monitor, whatever. And I did that for 6 months. And when they came back here, I swore to myself that I would never, ever leave my family behind like that again. And to quote the late great Luther Vandross, I don't make promises I can't keep. That's how much it pained me. My little guy was growing up and I wasn't there. Yeah, I saw him every day over the internet. We Skyped each other. But I wasn't there. It's not the same. And I know it wasn't the same because for the first year and a half of his life, I was there every day. I love my little guy. I love his sister. I love his mother. I made a promise that day to never put them in this position again where I would be away from him. And because of that, I don't think I'll ever be famous the way I need to be, or the way I want to be. I will just do what I'm doing, put music out that I like for myself, and if other people like it, it is what it is. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Show up.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I was approached by a promoter.
I know, but
with the same, and he was
but you
playing
got
the
that
same
opportunity
game.
because you're a
Yeah.
female is the
Yeah.
point. As a guy, you would have to be a somebody to get on this podcast. You would have to have millions of followers and
Yeah.
have a big platform.
See, there it is. I called it. I called it 10 minutes prior to this. I called it. I will never be on Fresh and Fit so long as I am the way I am. And I've got game. I got insights. But because I don't have the reach or the clout that they need or they want, I'll never be on. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I'll continue to support them the way I support them. But I'm under no illusion, no delusion to think that I should be there. No, I should not. Because they've got rules and I don't meet their minimum. So I don't get on. Female, good looking female, she gets on. Nobody knew who she was. And I guarantee you, once the show is over, they'll forget about it just as quick. Except when they want to think about delusional chicks. Oh, remember that girl in the Pistons jersey? Yeah, she was, oh man, she was something else. Didn't like her. Let's get back.
Meanwhile, you're a female, no platform, and you're here.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example of women live life on easy mode. I'm not saying that to be an asshole, but I'm telling y'all the truth. You
But
get certain
but
advantages that men
How I got here
don't.
wasn't easy.
Bro, it's
Oh my
How
god.
I got to this moment, it was not easy,
He's
bro.
just saying like it's harder for men.
I'm saying.
Like significantly.
Way harder.
yeah.
Like way hard.
But she doesn't get it. And she won't get it. She doesn't get it because she doesn't want to get it. She understands this. And that's going to be something that I talk about in another podcast. But women understand more than we give them credit for. They understand it. They just don't want to do it. And until someone holds their feet to the fire and makes them accountable, they'll continue to be this way. Let's just a little bit more about this, and then we'll finish up.
Harder to get to where they
I'm
wanna
not
be.
trying to.
No, I get it. I get it.
I'm not trying to-
I get what you're saying.
I'm
I
not
get
trying
what
to
you're
shit on
saying.
your life experience, but
Yeah,
the
I know.
reality is that no 24. Do you have you said you're a music artist?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you support yourself?
I DoorDash and I Instacart.
Okay.
And I charge people for videos. I do music videos.
Do you think if you were a guy, you would have had the same opportunities that you have now as a female?
I don't know.
The answer is a profound no. You would not.
Okay.
You would
Nope.
not. And it's just what it is. What it is. There's more doors open for women than there are men. And I'm not saying that to complain or cry. But what I'm saying is that a woman's friendship and camaraderie doesn't compare to a man's who's experienced the same shit that I have.
But I empathize. Like, why can't I help y'all?
clearly don't.
Why
You
can't I help
you
men?
don't, because you're trying to make an argument,
can't,
bro.
bro.
Women
Why
provide
can't I
you.
help y'all?
Bro, you
can't.
can't,
You don't.
man.
Like,
know.
Don't.
I don't understand why she doesn't get it. I empathize with you. No, you don't. You don't feel my pain. And to be perfectly honest with you, I wouldn't want you to feel my pain. Not in the slightest. Because it ain't fun. It's not nice. It's not fair. It's not kind. It's not just. It just is. I wouldn't wish the situation on my worst enemy. I accept it for what it is because I'm a guy, and that's my lot in life. Oh.
I
You know, it's
see
funny.
how hard you guys have it, though.
No, you act like you care, but you don't care at all.
You don't even believe
I
the
do
bullshit.
care.
No,
Dog, you
I
don't
give
care.
a fuck.
how do you care?
Tell me
What do you mean, how do I care? I give y'all the space to talk about it. Like, I give y'all the space
With constant
to...
interruption.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
because I'm sassy. I'm sorry, and I don't know y'all, so it's like I'm gonna be
I mean,
like
well, if you
bright
don't
and
know
bubbly.
us, then
like,
You don't care
be
about men.
quiet.
It's fine.
I do.
We got some more
I love
text here.
y'all.
Here's another privilege
I
that you
love
get.
y'all.
You have the ability to overtalk and to say dumb shit that you've been saying all night.
So do you. This
Hold
is
on.
your show.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
So and you just
Yeah.
yelled at me. If you're a dude, I would have decked you in the face by now.
Sorry.
But you're a female,
Yeah.
That's
right?
my privilege.
So you don't get you don't get physical consequences for your fuck ups. But
Yeah.
if you're a dude and you talk to me like this, you'd be knocked out by now.
For real.
But you're an
You
annoying
knocked
ass
me out if I
female.
was a guy.
If you were a guy talking to me like this, I would have been knocked you out. But what I'm trying to say though is that as a female, you get certain privileges, right?
And she's laughing. I can't take any more of it. I can't take any more of it. the level of disrespect, the level of non-caring is frightening. And she's laughing. I'm savvy. No, you're annoying. Myron has spit facts on you for the past 15 minutes. And you don't even and you don't even think to, okay, you got that. You're right. No, you give him this sass back. And there's no reason for it. There's no reason at all for it. He told you that you're on the podcast with nothing, as opposed to someone having to have everything for the same opportunity. You don't see them calling me. And I've got 50 years of experience behind me. I could tell you stories about my experiences as a musician, as a performer. I could tell you what to look out for. I could tell you how to move. I could tell you what to do and what not to do. But it doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm where I am. I'm not a finished product. And because I'm not a finished product, I don't have a perceived value. And I'm fine with that. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that until I decide to change. And when I decide to change, I will. But Miss Giggles over here, the level of delusion that she's spitting right now, because we were focused on her, Miss Piston, we'll call her, is off the charts. She's taken it to a whole new level in stupidity. Anyway, don't be like her. Don't be like Miss Piston. You could be anything you want, don't be her. Because she is pretty female privilege personified. And that's another thing. She's on the show to promote her work. Is there anything wrong in that? No, not at all. But to do that, she had to get on a show. So she got on one of the biggest shows. And she's at a place in her life right now where she's 24. She's got the world as her oyster, or so she thinks. And she's living her life. Or so she thinks. Time will tell. And full disclosure again, I hope she gets what she's looking for. I honestly do. I honestly do. I hope that she gets everything that she wants and she can live a happy, healthy, and prosperous life. I really do. I have no ill will toward her. But I've been in the business long enough to know that I don't know. And with that, oh, yeah. With that, we come to the end of yet another one. Another show's in the books. I want to thank you all for allowing me to vent and call a spade and show you in real time what not to do. Like I said on an earlier podcast, listening is a lost art. And she just proved it. Because she didn't hear a word anybody said. But anyways, this show, like others in the Jazzy Groove podcast / Rainy Day podcast family, I'll get that right one day, brought to you by the Power of Five. Like, takes a second. Comment, takes another second. Subscribe, takes another second. Notify, takes another second. Share, takes another second. Takes 5 seconds at the least out of your day. And I can also tell you that this will be the last time I ask about it. Because people are going to do what they do. And I'm fine with that. Do I wish it would be different? Yes. Is it going to be different? Don't know. And don't care. It is what it is. So I'm not going to ask you about subscriptions or anything like that. I'm simply going to do what I do with the hope that at least one person will hear me and take what I say to heart and attempt a change. Because if just one person does that, my job is done. So until the next time, this is OBJ saying, do better, stay kind to each other, strive to be the best that you can, and we're out of here. Peace.